appreciate everybody coming to the meeting today. So a couple things we'll jump right into. The numbers. So we are up, not much, 0.9% over last week, 7,600 homes. But look at how many homes we sold in the last 7 days. That's up 613. I think last week it was like 570.
460.
Last week or was that the week before?
2 weeks ago. 2
weeks ago, okay, yeah. I think last week was 5-something, 513, 523, something like that. So if the trend is going up a little bit, we've got more inventory. Look at the withdrawals though in the last 7 days. 266 homes were taken off the market. And we always know why a home comes off the market. Overpriced. There's still overpriced inventory out there. Let's see here. Homes from 100,000 to 400,000 is 2,500. I think that was pretty close to last week. And then 400,000, 800,000, 3,700. I think that's up another probably 30, 40 homes. Nothing too crazy. Under contract show. There's 900 in the last 7 days. Good morning. Under contract no show 1,600. Why do people want to either show or no show? Why would we do that? Which one is better in your guys' mind? Show, no show.
Show to get a backup offer.
Show to get a backup offer, okay.
If it's vacant, probably leave it as.
If it's vacant, yeah, then probably for sure. I think if it was vacant, I'd probably leave it to no show. Wouldn't want to do that. I mean, I know that I've had sellers in the past do, you know, they're tired of showing, so they don't want to keep the beds made and all that kind of stuff. Dishes in the sink, so they don't want a no show. I think that's a lot, but I think, like you said, I think a backup offer is definitely not a bad way to go. So I've seen this twice now in the last month. So let me ask you guys. What's the difference between an ER listing and an EA listing?
You're not guaranteed a commission because the seller can get his own buyer.
On which one, the ER or the EA? EA.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm starting to see that. I'm like, it's funny, I don't say I didn't get an argument, because you didn't really argue about it, but I had an agent say to me, hey, you told me it was an EA listing. I said, no. He goes, well, yeah, you did. I go, no. Yeah, you did, no. Yeah, you did, no. Yeah, you did, no. And I said, you know how I know I didn't tell you that? Because we don't allow them. I said, so I wouldn't have told you an EA listing, period. So, yeah, we gotta make sure we know the difference, because just like Suzanne said, an EA listing, if the seller finds a buyer, you're not gonna get paid. An ER listing, anybody that comes, that shows the property or sells it, you're gonna get paid. That's the biggest difference. So we really don't allow them, so just please make sure, and I know a lot of you guys get it, so just make sure you know that part of it. This is just a cleaner way of showing it, so I think it's just a nicer way to do it. Let's see what else I think is important on here. New to the market. Months worth of inventory's gone down. It was 3.23 last week. It's 3.09. What does that mean when days on market, months of inventory? What does that mean? If I'm explaining it to my neighbor, what does month of inventory mean?
It means that's how much we have if we need to sell any other, if we put more houses to sell, that's how much we have an inventory to sell from this point on.
So if no new homes came on the market today, we'd be out of homes to sell in just about 3 months, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's 100% correct, but that is 100% correct. I don't think it, I know it. Question, if I'm talking to somebody and I want to know if we are in a seller's market or a buyer's market, how does that number help me? Knowing there's 3 months worth of inventory.
It's normally
Seller's
6.
market.
Seller's market.
Okay, so 0 to 5 months worth of inventory is considered a seller's market. Now this is mathematics. This isn't somebody telling you, this isn't lying. Mathematics don't lie. 0 to 5 months is considered a seller's market, okay? And then 0 to 6 months worth of inventory is neutral. It's neither buyer nor seller. And then 0 to 7 months and beyond is a buyer's market. How many people have lived through a buyer's market? If you're a listing agent, it's definitely not fun, okay? I remember when we were doing back in the day, the seller would give them the car in the driveway, they'd put a pool in the backyard, they'd send a kid to college, I mean, it was crazy when you're in a buyer's market. It's good for buyers, obviously, but not if you're a listing or a seller. So it's definitely a different market, so we don't want to definitely go back to that one yet. Let's see here, back on the market, 172 homes came back on the market. When a home comes back on the market, do they always reduce the price? No?
So now the other way?
99.9% of the time, they do reduce the price. You guys, I've had this a lot, and if you're doing it, do whatever you're gonna do. Jeff, we've had a home on the market for 130 days, and what we wanna do is we're gonna withdraw it unconditional, and then we're gonna relist it because we want days on the market to be back to zero. Oh, well, are you gonna reduce the price? Well, no, we're gonna reduce the price, we just want the days on the market to be different. Oh, okay. I said, you know there's the little box up in the left corner that says history?
Yeah.
And you click on it and it'll show what you did? Okay, all right, just making sure. Reduce the price is the best thing you can do, please.
I was thinking back on the market because it fell out of escrow.
Yeah.
But usually, if you had multiple offers and it fell out of escrow, you don't change the price.
Normally
Right.
they state that though on there.
Yeah,
I'd like to take the history on every house.
absolutely.
Every
I think most people do, there's probably a lot that don't. But listen, at the end of the day, you guys, why doesn't a home sell generally, not always,
overpriced.
Overpriced.
100%, right? I mean, that's exactly what it is. Price, kitchens, bathrooms. That's what sells homes.
But if it's priced right, then it's always gonna sell.
Absolutely. And listen, I've seen homes that are priced right. That people, hey, the house next door sold 6 months ago, and we're right at the same price and it still doesn't sell, right? So, I mean, listen, that's the market. Who's been in real estate for more than like 15 years, right? No?
12.
You got me on technicality. I remember back in the day, the average days on market was 6 months to sell a listing. It took 6 months to sell a home. It wasn't like we have now, 3 weeks or 40 days or whatever it was. So at the end of the day, price does sell, but there are times when the market still doesn't drive it. And that's when you have to determine, are we gonna lower the price anymore to get the home sold, especially with the inventory. But inventory's still good, everything's looking good right now, you guys. Like I said, we're bumping along, traveling back up. I think that's a good sign. This is just a cleaner way to do it. Well, classes have been doing really, really well. I taught the class, let's see, it was Friday, and it was finding motivated sellers preparing to win the listing. That's a good class as well. You guys remember that anybody can do the information right in the back. It's also in your folder. They're always done on Zoom now. And so I think we've talked with Heather about maybe adding an 11th class and then maybe in our lender for a 12th class on lending as well. So we're talking about that. I think that'd be a great way to do it as well, because I think they're important to do. On that note, let's bring up Heather. Come on, girl. Give her a big hand.
Thank you guys. Has everyone downloaded Rock Agent, the new NetSheet app? Okay, do it. It does so much more than NetSheets, but play around with it. It's got so many amazing calculators, equity reviews. So I'm going to be in the office the majority of today. So if you don't know how to use it or just have some questions, stop by my office downstairs. I'm by the printer. I'll be happy to go over some basic
And there's there
stuff
one
with
section
you.
there where it can be rent versus buy, I mean equity on, I mean there's a ton of stuff in there.
Ton of stuff. I like the equity review because you can put in the property address in there. And it'll show you what the last loan that was taken out, what the average interest rate was on that loan, and a basic term. And if you had a 30-year, but you know they had a 15-year, it'll calculate their estimated loan balance. So, and then it'll show their equity review, and you just press a couple buttons on your phone. You can also go to rockagentapp.com, and everything's on your computer. So it's easier if you're my age. It's easier to see than your phone, and you can put together a bunch of different colorful things to show to your.
It was funny, last night I was doing a NetSheet from a Australian client, and I tipped my phone to make the screen go sideways.
Yeah.
And it calculated it did 5 different net sheets up and from the center where I was at, 10,000 equals up and 10,000 equals down.
Yeah, and there's
which was really cool.
Yeah, and there's a button on your laptop too, or your computer, where you can it does the same thing instead of.
You don't have to
shake your
computer.
laptop. No, you don't have to shake your computer, but you do on your phone. we have a lot of classes. We have a lot. So you guys go to onerockstars.com. That's where you're gonna find all the training for rock title. And I should say not all the training, because we have even more training that's not on there, which I'll cover too. But if you go on there, you create a free VIP account. Just you can save it to your Google password or your just a regular account password on there, and you'll have all your Canva templates on there and our training classes on there. So what we have coming up that are on there, every Monday at 1 o'clock, we do something different on OneSuite for Realty One. So this coming Monday is on the CRM. Everyone asks about the CRM, so catch that class, 1 o'clock on Zoom. The following Monday is property searches and listing alerts. So I'll show you how to do that, but every Monday it changes. And it repeats about every 4 or 5 weeks. So if you missed one, you can catch it again. Every month we have on there classes. Generally they're taught by Justin Taylor. Sometimes we'll get a special guest to teach them. 1016 is how to leverage social media and lead generation. 1023, your Google business profiles. I know we get a lot of requests for your Google business. And then 1030 is CapCut to create video content. So look for those again, onerockstars.com. And then if you guys haven't seen this, we keep changing the format of our calendar. We'll probably do it again one more time. I have Northwest cut off, but Northwest, because we don't have this training room always available, so we have more Zoom. But we have Tim Sams is the one that's teaching all these classes that you see on here. So the one on Friday that you're asking about is on leveraging and social media. I'm trying to read this.
We have a
My
flyer
glasses.
right there as
Okay,
well.
yeah, leveraging social media to generate leads. So
And remember, it's also, that is on the back of the monthly calendar that's up by the girls do at the front desk. So it's also on the back of that as well.
Yeah, so if you guys need me, email me, text me. I did get one email to my junk email, which I never do, and the agent's like, you didn't call me back. I'm like, I didn't get your email. And then it was the one that was in my junk mail after 4 months. It was the only email ever. So I'm always good at returning calls, but if for some reason I don't, maybe you went into my junk email, so don't hesitate to follow up with me. So that's all I got.
Thank you, appreciate it. Stacia, I see you there. Come on up, girl, give her a big hand. The Old Republic.
Good morning. So I know you have a builder speaking today, and so I thought it was a great time to bring up again our new construction warranty coverage that we offer. So, as you all know, home warranties are a bona fide closing cost. So if there are funds available within those closing costs, even if it's $100, you know, it can help reduce the price that somebody has to come in to pay for a home warranty. And the new construction can be purchased at closing, and it'll start, well, if it's a standing inventory home, maybe the builder's warranty is ready to expire, or, you know, well, that would really probably be the only reason, you know, the model or standing inventory where it would start right away when it closes. Otherwise, it starts on day 1 of year 2, and it goes for 4 years. And so the pricing that you see, and I thought you were gonna sit back there, so I set it on the chair for you, so I'm sorry, but so the silver is $690, gold is $960. That will be going up towards the end of the year, but not nominally when you think of a 4-year coverage. So this price is the total for 4 years of coverage. And when we come to the gold, because the silver is always going to be basic, the gold bundles the washer, dryer, refrigerator in it, and it covers the cost of labor on systems that are under a manufacturer's warranty. So a lot of times if something does go and you can call the manufacturer, they'll ship you the part or the piece or even the replacement, but it's up to the homeowner to come up with the labor expense. So by having this in place, it can save hundreds of dollars on labor because the gold will cover that cost of labor. We're still going to rely on the manufacturer for that part, piece, or replacement, but you kind of put it in our hands to take it along and get it taken care of and cover that labor. So it's just kind of a, to me, even when it will go up, the gold will go up to 1040. Don't write that completely in stone because it has to be approved by the state of Nevada, but that's what we've presented to them. And so that breaks down to $260 a year for my gold coverage that on a resale side is $640. So you're basically getting it for a third of what you would in a resale package. So just remember that this is, you know, a tool. It's also a great tool if you've sold a new construction home in the last, say, 10 months, and maybe it didn't close with one of these and you need a reason to pick up the phone and talk to your clients and say, hey, I know that everybody doesn't have $1,000 sitting around, but you know, a great reason to pick up the phone. I can send you this flyer in a digital flyer. You can send it to your clients and see if it's something that would be, you know, something that they could do and have an investment. If they're not in a transaction, it's a 30-day wait. So that's why I say in the last 10 months, because you need to have a month to take those calls and then make those calls and then order it. And then they have a 30-day wait once they pay so that it does hit right at that day one of year 2. So if you have more questions, let me know. My cell number's on everything. You know how to get a hold of me. But and I'll talk to your clients too if it's something that they're on the fence about. But it gives them an extra 4 years of not structural but mechanical and systems coverage. So thank you.
What's the quote of the month?
Oh, I didn't memorize it. Believe in your infinite potential. Your only limitations are those you set upon yourself.
Very good.
Don't stand in your own way.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you. A couple things I think before, let me see what we have here. Before we bring Angela, a couple things I just want to deal real quick. So yesterday, an agent was telling me, and I just want to remind everybody, if you're using the computers and the bullpen or the conference rooms, please make sure you go in and log out of it. Next time we see one in there, I'm gonna go buy a penny ticket to Thailand or something on your credit card. So please make sure you log out of that. Another thing as well, just housekeeping, make sure you, when you're down in the conference rooms or the bullpen, just push your chairs in, pick your stuff up. We want the room to look nice for everybody. CE classes, how many people have CE classes? When's your license expired? Does everybody know?
Yes.
You're laughing like you got it.
Just made it the last day with the CE classes.
Wow, okay, interesting. So please make sure, because also if you go onto the LVR website, because there are every 2 years, everybody has to have the ethics training. So make sure you've got the ethics training done, because it's gonna be required. My license expires at the end of November, and so I'm doing one class today, but I have, I think I've got 12 hours more than I need of C class. I don't say that because I'm trying to brag, which I am, but I'm not. I just do because I want to learn more, but I have to take a broker's class, and that's my last one to finish up. So we just want to make sure you guys are getting it, and don't wait till the last minute. Remember, you can go, and the link is on our Facebook. It's keyrealestateschool.com/ROGCE, and you pay $1. You can do all of the C classes for $1. Some of them I know have to be live in class. I think it's 18 hours. So just make sure you know which one where you're at. Don't wait till the last minute. I did that several years ago. I didn't wait until the last minute, but I went down there and turned my stuff in the day of, and one of my classes wasn't qualified, and I had to have 3 more hours. If I didn't get the 3 more hours that day, they would suspend everybody's license in my office, and they would fine me for every agent, which worked out to about $7,000. So, don't wait anymore. So, I'm ahead of the game, please.
What about the LVR?
Oh, do you have something? Oh.
Is there like some type of required class through LVR?
Well, the ethics is one is required, but you don't have to do it through LVR.
Okay.
LVR does offer them, I think they're $20 a class. Like I say, but just remember, some have to be, I think it's 18 hours live, and the other half can be not live on Zoom or whatever. And I know they've been changing that, because at one point, you could do all of them on Zoom. But I don't mind I like doing live classes, so it wasn't a big deal for me. All right, on that note, let's bring up our special guest, Angela. Come on up, and her friend, I apologize, I can't remember her name. I just met her like 30 minutes ago, or less than 30 minutes, so I can't remember. All right, welcome.
Welcome. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. As Jeff said, my name is Angela Andrews. I'm with Beazer Homes, and not to be forgotten, this is my site partner, Tiffany Denson, also
Nice
with
to meet
Beazer
you.
Homes. We're gonna see you guys next week out at our community, but I wanna tell you a little bit about what we've got over there. We've got a pretty unique community, I think.
I
I'm a
think
little
too.
bit biased, but we are doing a single-story community. We are in Henderson near Racetrack and Burkholder. We actually have two different small communities there of about 20 lots. We've just launched our latest community called Westview Estates. We sit up on the hillside. You know where that B is up in East Henderson on the mountain for basic high school? We're kind of up there. So it's gonna be a little bit of a trek for you next week, but it's worth the drive. We've got 20 lots. Our lot sizes are all oversized lots. Our smallest lot is gonna be a little over 7,000 square feet. We go up, we've got 2 lots that are about 1/4 of an acre each. So big backyards, 50 to 60 feet deep, 50 to 60 feet wide. We start, our price starts right at 500,000 on our base price. So really cool, unique community up there. It's hard to find a 1/4 acre lot under $1 million anywhere in Las Vegas. And we've got 3 different floor plans that we're gonna show you when you come out there.
With that being said,
She's gonna give you the best news.
we truly appreciate and value our realtor partnerships. So Beazer offers our VIP program. So what that means for you guys is we pay 3% on commission, but there's opportunity to increase from there. So your first deal is 3% with us, your second deal is 3.5%, and then your third deal for the rest of the year is 4%. So we still have some time until December. But yeah, so that's great. We appreciate you guys.
That's why we have a relationship with Beazer.
Absolutely.
They've always been partners of ours, and they
Yeah.
always take care of the real estate agents, and that's the most important, because there are, as you guys know, there are developers that we will not allow to come in here.
Yes.
Because of the fact that they don't support us.
Right.
Absolutely, it's important to us too, that's why we work for Beazer, we like having that partnership with you guys. I forgot to mention, you guys, we have both standing inventory homes and we have built from the ground up.
Yeah.
We're one of the few builders that are still building homes from the ground up, and we're doing it in 4 months, from contract to keys, so good news on that too, is you guys get paid sooner. So we've got some that are complete, we've got some that are in process, 1 or 2 months out, and then the whole process only takes us 4 months.
Is this gonna be a gated community, is it not gated?
It is a not gated
It's
community.
not gated,
Yeah,
okay.
we're just across from the Heritage Park, there's an aquatic center, soccer fields, we're near Basic High School, yes ma'am?
What's the HOA?
HOA is $49 a month, it's a really great HOA too.
No
Is there a SID or lid or anything?
No sit or lid, $49 a month.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, so we're really looking forward to seeing you next week, you guys. We've got, we're gonna pass out a flyer that has some of our standing inventory homes and our business cards as well. So feel free to reach out between now and next week, and otherwise I will look forward to seeing you next week. We'll have a nice breakfast for you. We're gonna show you dig a little bit deeper into how Beazer builds homes, because we do build a home different and better than other builders.
What is the square footage of these homes?
Great question. So we're 1,769 square feet up to 2,700 square feet. And for those of you that visited me up in our Sky Hills community, we have a unique floor plan there called the Everett. It lives like a single story. We call it a single story with a pop top. So 2,200 square feet on the first floor with just bedroom, bath, and loft on the second floor. Really great for kind of a next gen young adult kids that are living at home. So it's a really neat floor plan, very popular floor plan.
What is that price for?
That one starts right at 600.
And I know that you guys come, your properties come with a bunch of and stuff included.
Of course,
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
We've been on a huge mission to create the most energy efficient homes that we can, the best indoor environment that we can. Surprise, surprise, people are spending more time in their homes and less time outside. So we have created the most friendliest, cleanest indoor environment we can, both with our energy efficiency and with our indoor air quality. So we have a clean indoor air filtration system. We're actually an all-electric community. Also, we're net zero energy ready, so we're ready for any kind of renewable resource. So if somebody wanted to come in and plug in solar, we already have the conduit in place.
Do any of these lots allow for
RV parking?
Yes, I forgot to mention that, 3-car garage and or RV parking options, and I've got my 2 quarter-acre lots, can accommodate both.
Is it opened up for everybody to, I mean, have people seen it already, or?
Yes, we just had our grand opening about
September 14th.
2 weeks ago. Yeah, so we've just launched this community.
How's it looking so far? People, anything in contract?
Yes.
2.
Yeah.
Good. Good. So there's an opportunity. Interest rates, are you guys buying interest rates down? Are you doing any of that?
We are, so we have a unique program, it's called Mortgage Choice, where we don't have an in-house lender, we actually work with 4 outside lenders that compete for a buyer's business. Buyers get to shop all 4 lenders, and we have a great incentive right now. It depends on we've got 2 different communities, so the incentive's a little different, but I think we're at $35,000 at the Westview, between options incentive and closing costs or rate buy-down incentive. All of our lenders do both permanent and temporary rate buy-down options also.
And they definitely compete with each other.
That's always a good thing, right?
Great thing.
Good. Any questions, you guys?
Is it single and 2-story?
Yes.
Single story.
Single story, and then we've got the one, I mean, it's technically a 2-story. We call it a single story with a pop top.
It's pretty.
Views of the mountains?
Mountains, some have strip views, beautiful views. So we have 10 lots that sit lower, 10 lots that sit higher. Our higher lots are actually gonna have view fencing.
Say that again, I have what?
View fencing.
Oh,
So we'll have the
wrought
waterfall,
iron,
yep,
gotcha.
so nice, so that we can capture as many of those views as we can.
Oh, cool. So big enough lots to put pools in,
Definitely,
RV parking, wow.
yep.
So as you guys know, what we always do is we have a builder come out for our meeting, and then the following week we go out there. Now, next week, what we've decided to do, because we're gonna have to pack a lunch and add extra fuel, right, we don't travel. So, we're gonna meet at 10:30 at your guys' property instead of
Yes.
9:30 to give everybody a little bit of time to get there, so.
Yes.
I remember Racetrack Road and,
Burger
Burger
holder,
Holder,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So-
and we're gonna feed you when you come out.
so it'll be worth the walk.
Yes.
When we're there.
It will,
Okay,
it will.
cool.
You guys, thank you so much.
Thank
We'll look
you
forward
so
to seeing you.
much.
Thank you guys, appreciate you guys coming out, good job. All right, so what else do we have here? Quarter of the months there. Debbie DeGraw, how many people know that we actually, we do this, it was all calls on Wednesday. Debbie DeGraw, she teaches these classes. This one's gonna be, I think it's gonna be on October 10th, which is this Thursday, 10 a.m. How to stand out at a listing appointment. Again, they're always done on Zoom. You can register now. They're great classes, just like we have the girl who does all of our social media, Katie Lane. She does all of our social media. Lance?
Yeah.
Lance, sorry. She does a great job as well, you guys. So we have so many tools, classes, and technology. You just kind of might need to wrap yourself around getting involved with some of them. Again, you can't do them all, I know that, but you try to get in a couple of them. This is the new BBRA signed by me. It is a requirement now to open it up before you have, open a, what do we call it,
Pre-contract file.
contract file in SkySlope before you have an RPA set. Okay, so
Pre-contract.
you do the BBRA, and then once you get into you open up a file in SkySlope, then you upload the documents there. It's gonna be a requirement to have the BBRA already opened up. How many people are having challenges with that? Good, I'm seeing very little of it, you guys. Patrick?
Yeah, you're saying before we're even under contract?
Correct.
We gotta go in there and open up the
Yes,
file?
correct. You have to upload your BBRA in it because it's a document that the LVR, the division want to see signed first before you get into a contract.
What's it gonna be under, or because we're not gonna have a.
That's right.
or nothing.
Katie?
When you're opening the pre-contract file, it'll actually put the buyer's names as the name of the file. And then once you get that accepted offer, you'll be able to click that and upload the.
So it's gonna say pre-contract in there?
Yep.
Yep.
You're gonna go in, click.
There's a whole row
Yeah.
on exactly how to
This
do
will
it.
tell you how to do it, and then the name of the file will already pop up as the buyer's name once you complete the steps. So. It's
Or-
super easy.
So we can't even show a house unless we open up a file?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I would certainly wouldn't, that would be listen, there's still a 3-day deal, 72 hours. I wouldn't stop it, okay? Patch, just when you get one signed, just you get uploaded. Listen, the ideal way, you guys, if you don't have a TC or your team doesn't, give it to the girls and let them do your file, then it's uploaded. Guys, again, we don't make the rules, we're tasked to enforce them. Okay, so, again, we're just like you guys, we do the same thing, scratch our heads and go, really? Okay, so that's what they want us to do. Stony's North 40, this is gonna be our holiday party this year. There's the link. We've had a lot of people signing up already. Make sure you're signing up for it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna have a really, really good time.
If you don't wanna go, you can still go on that link and donate to our charity.
There you go. And again, guys, it's $11 for the agent, the $11, all of it's gonna go to our charity, which is gonna be Project 150 this year. $49 for any agent who wants to bring a +1. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Make sure you get on there and register. It's important because every year, you guys, we've had literally 20, 25, 30 people at the end, a day or two before, oh my God, I want to go and I can't, and does anybody give it, not going? So please make sure, don't wait till the last minute on that. We talked about this when we did the ABR class. We are gonna do it again right here in our office. It's gonna be on January 15th and 16th, 9 to 5. Right here. I think it's gonna be on Zoom as well, like Tamara's still gonna teach us, she was only taught it last time. I think it'll be done on Zoom as well. Now remember, once you take the class, you are certified to be able to apply for the certification. If you haven't closed at least 5 homes, then you can't qualify yet, okay, but you can still get the certification. I think in today's market with the BVRA and all the stuff that's going on, I think it'd be a great class to have. The credentials on your business card, so people know, and you could, obviously expand on it. Because I think it's important for everybody to do. So make sure you're doing that if that's what you want to do. And then, let's see here. We're gonna be closed for a couple of the holidays.
No.
Please.
We'll be open on Columbus.
Oh, we'll be on Columbus Day, yeah, we don't take that
But
one
compliance will be closed, basically.
Yeah, because the Federal Reserve and I think the banks are closed as well. So we're just making sure we take care of that. And then on Tuesday, pick it up for Zell, okay, that's good. So make sure you're doing that. And then we are doing a Halloween chili cook-off. So please make sure if you want to come be registered. We're also doing a door competition. If you have an office, like we've done, we're getting prizes off. Prizes for best door, most outrageous door, best costume, best sides, chilies. So we're gonna do that again. It'll be a lot of fun. We did it last year. So bring your best chili. It's gonna be a competition. And so it's gonna be a lot of fun. So make sure you talk to the girls, get on the list for that, and bring your chili. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And then remember, next week, we will be going to the Westview Estates to see the ladies and their properties.
It
Which I think
starts
we're
at
excited about. It's
10:30.
gonna be, that's neat,
Later.
especially if you see a view of the strip and the mountains. I think it's gonna be really cool. You guys, I think on that note, that is all I have this week. Any questions, concerns, comments? Nothing? All right, eat the donuts so I don't, please. All right, everybody, thank you.